Hey guys, welcome to Inside Football News, your home for breaking stories, bold takes, and behind-the-scenes insight from the world of football. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a beat in the beautiful game. Now, let's dive straight into today's hot news.
Right, some breaking transfer news to bring you in regards to Arsenal and their pursuit of a striker. Darmage Chef alongside me. Darmage, what can you tell us?
Yeah, this has been a saga throughout this transfer window. Arsenal's pursuit of a striker, and in particular, in the past couple of weeks, the Sporting striker Viktor Gyökeres. There's been all sorts of unsavouriness, if you like, between Sporting and the player himself. He hasn't returned to training. The Sporting president has been very disappointed with Gyökeres' actions. He says if whoever is masterminding this thinks this is going to change my mind about his future, then they're sadly mistaken. But we do believe that there has now been a breakthrough between Arsenal and Sporting over the signing of Viktor Gyökeres. We understand a deal has been agreed in principle, whereby Arsenal will pay an initial £55 million plus performance-related add-ons, which we think will add up to around £9 million. So the total deal looks like it is around £64 million to get Viktor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon to Arsenal and potentially end this long search that Arsenal have had to bring in a striker to the Emirates. It looks like this one is going to happen. We were suspecting that it would be the case, and there was a lot of posturing from both sides. It should be said Arsenal have been pretty relaxed about the situation. They've looked on and seen the issues that Sporting and Gyökeres have had. Gyökeres believed that he might have had a gentleman's agreement to be able to be sold for a certain price below £60 million. The Sporting president has said, no, that is not the case. He's a Sporting player, and if it doesn't materialise this move, then it's good for us for the next 3 years, the remainder of Gyökeres' contract. But it looks like there has been a breakthrough now, and it looks all the money that the direction of travel is that Viktor Gyökeres will become an Arsenal player. But it looks like the hunt for a striker is coming to an end.
Exciting times for Arsenal fans. Darmage, thank you very much for now.
For Arsenal fans, I was playing down some reports on Sunday coming from Portugal on Man United hijacking the deal for Gyökeres. As I told you, it was an opportunity offered by intermediaries, but Man United never sent any proposal because they know that Viktor Gyökeres wants to go to Arsenal. For Arsenal fans, there is an important news. It's not directly about the Gyökeres story, but can be linked to the Gyökeres story. Because tonight, Sporting made progress in negotiations with Almeria to sign the Colombia striker Luis Javier Suarez, who is the name I told you exclusively in June. He's going to be the new striker of Sporting, to be the new Gyökeres. So if Sporting are closing this deal for Suarez, probably means that things are advancing and accelerating for Viktor Gyökeres. My information on Gyökeres remains that the two clubs are in contact, that the agents are working on it. So I know that for Arsenal fans, the real news is going to be when we have the breakthrough, the here we go and the deal done. But let me say that first of all, Gyökeres is showing full commitment, not being tempted by Saudi, not being tempted by intermediaries offering Manchester United, but fully focused on Arsenal with his agent Hasan Cherinkaya on the same page. So only want Arsenal. But also important to say that Sporting are close to completing the deal for Luis Javier Suarez as new striker, expected to be done this week. So keep an eye on that one because it could be an important signal in this.
Viktor Gyökeres, I've got to say, look, Man United got involved in this yesterday because apparently we'd put a bid in that was bigger than Arsenal. Every Portuguese outlet was briefed. No UK outlet had a clue about it. That leads me to believe that that's Sporting trying to force Arsenal to panic and pay the $5 million that they want. This is all about $5 million from what I know. 55 million plus add-ons is the bid that Arsenal had rejected. Sporting simply wants 60 million. Arsenal don't want to pay it. Viktor Gyökeres is lying on a beach in Mallorca, and Arsenal are now in Asia on tour. And I think that at some point, if you're an Arsenal fan or an Arteta fan or just one of us just observing this, it does get to a point where I call bullshit in relation to everyone. Arsenal are really relaxed, and Gyökeres is very relaxed. He's there with the pineapple seller lying on a Mallorcan beach. He's loving life. But it is the 20th of July, or is it the 21st today? I don't know. But the point I'm making is everyone else has been in pre-season for 2 weeks. You're not prime Pele who can walk off the beach and score a hat-trick against Man United. Although at the moment, current Pele probably could. Well, actually not, obviously for obvious reasons. But my point is, Gyökeres is coming into a league he's never played in before, and he's sat on a beach when he needs to be pre-season. And Arsenal can say they're relaxed, but if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be going, well, I'm sorry, mate, I'm not relaxed, because last season we didn't win the league and we didn't win anything, partially because we didn't have a striker. And now preparation is key. Where is our striker? And look, Liverpool have only just got Ekitike. If they're going to get Rodrigo, he's not there yet. But Liverpool have done a lot of business, and Arsenal have done a lot of business. But when it's your priority signing, I think Gyökeres needs to be training, preparing with Arsenal, not lying on a beach in Mallorca. So him being relaxed and Arsenal being relaxed, over £5 million. And can I just say, I don't really get what Arsenal's stance is here. 55 million plus add-ons, 60 million plus add-ons. Gyökeres is 27, not 37. You've basically paid 52 million for Madueke, and you won't pay 60 million up front for the most prolific striker in Europe last year, who is going to be your biggest signing in years. This is the piece. This is the player. And I would not be relaxed about this over £5 million. I would be like, what are we doing here? It seems to be a bit of a dick measuring competition where it's like Sporting win or Arsenal win. Well, you win. You're taking their striker for 60 million quid. Just get the deal done. So, yeah, I think in relation to that, I think Arsenal do need to move a little bit quicker.
There is obviously a lot of talk about Viktor Gyökeres. How close are you to signing with him?
I cannot comment in any player that is not part of our group yet, and I won't have something concrete to offer in any case to any player. We will do that.
Sorry, Mikel, slightly similar question. I think you've got 4 new players through the door. Do you expect any more to join you out here in Singapore?
There's still a long time, in the window. And we are seeking, still in terms of numbers, we are short, and we have to improve the depth and the quality of the squad, and we are constantly looking in the market. But till that happens, again, focus on the player that we actually have, work with them, and I'm very pleased with what I've seen so far in the first 10-15 days.
Arsenal centre-back Gabriel Magalhães has spoken out about Viktor Gyökeres, calling the Swedish striker a great player, as the Gunners edge closer to sealing a deal for the Sporting CP star. Arsenal are in advanced talks to land Gyökeres in a move reportedly worth €63.5 million, with a further €10 million in add-ons. The deal would address a glaring need in Mikel Arteta's squad, a reliable goal scorer. And with 67 goal contributions in 52 games last season, Gyökeres fits the bill. Gabriel faced Gyökeres in the Champions League last November, when Arsenal thrashed Sporting 5-1. Interestingly, Gabriel scored in that match and cheekily copied Gyökeres' signature celebration after heading home. Perhaps a bit of early banter between soon-to-be teammates? The Brazilian centre-back recently extended his stay at Arsenal with a new long-term deal, signaling his commitment to the project. If Gyökeres does arrive, he'll be joining a side hungry for silverware and filled with stars who already respect his ability.